All right. So it's been a couple of months since I put together a caboodle kit, and I thought, well, let's start off the new year with a little kit. And as I mentioned in my live the other night, oops, paint. Uh, when we had that really cold weather and we had snow on the ground, and still my little cardinals, my blue jays, several other birds, they were still there. I was feeding them, and they kind of reminded me that I had these really cute napkins. And I thought, you know what? Let's make a little journal featuring the cardinals. But then I realized I had other bird napkins, so I'll show those to you, and that way you can incorporate, whatever your favorite birds are. Also, I had had a few requests to bring back the journal cover that we did with those craft sticks. We did that a couple of years ago, and so I figured, well, it's been long enough. Let's just try it again and see, what we do with it this time. So these, the sticks that I'm giving you will create a journal that is five 5 by about 7.5. And we're going to be using one of the sticks as the of the spine, and it's just under an inch. We were able to put some two nice chunky um, signatures in the last one we made. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing. All right. So on this one, what I did, I just put a little bit of white paint over the sticks, and they're basically hinged together with a piece of fabric. You probably can see that right there. I glued it down and then went over it with some of the same paint, and then did a little bit of distressing on it because I didn't want it to be stark, stark white. And then I haven't put the signatures in there. I just have those in there to lift it up. And that's pretty much. But we'll go, step by step how we put it together um next month. And then I put a different napkin in the back, just an example of some other napkins that I had. So you can go with a different look. I had these little bells that I wanted to incorporate because when I think of winter, I always think of little sleigh bells, even though I've never seen a sleigh or a bell on a sleigh. But hey, that's what conjures up in my mind. So I thought that was kind of cute, and I had some of those. I'm going to include that. And then other papers that we'll be able to incorporate into the actual journal. So let me show you what comes in the kit. Now, of course, here are the bells that are going to be in the kit. Whoopsie. You're going to get 5 of those bells. And then you're going to get the stretchy to, if you decide to do your binding this way, that way you can just um, fold in your signature, slide it in, I should say. Or if you decide to sew it in, what I'm going to do is I only put one hole here. That was a mistake. Last time we did it, I put 2. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to leave the one so you can put one chunky one in there, or put 2. Because when I put the 2 holes, it was a little sensitive because a few of them cracked, so I had to throw those away. So there was a lot of residual sticks because they were so close, and it didn't like doing that. So I'll think about that, what I end up doing. But either way, you will have them punched in there, and that way you can go ahead and put in the elastic binding. Now, I'm going to go ahead and include enough for 2 signatures in case, I decide to do the 2 holes. We'll see what I end up doing, but for sure you'll have enough to put your signature in there. And then I'm putting in some of this waxed linen so that you can go ahead and attach your bells if you choose to do it the way I did it. And of course, you're going to get all of your sticks. You'll be getting 11 sticks. So you can have 5 in the front and 1 on the spine. And then I'm including one of these. And what I did with mine, I cut it down. I just cut the ends off and strung um, my bells on there, and that's how I did that. So you'll also be getting one of those. Already has the holes punched in there for you. And then you're going to get some strip of fabric that I used to connect these together. So you'll just have to cut that down in half, and you'll have enough to put in the front and in the inside if you choose to. I ended up putting some in the inside also. So you'll have that. Now, because I'm going with this little winter theme here, I brought out my napkins, but they are not all necessarily winter, so you can go either way if you want them to be more like a spring look, because this obviously looks a little more springy to me. But that's your choice, what direction you want to go in. But I'm cutting these napkins in half, so you're actually going to get, you'll get two. But I can't give the whole napkin because I wouldn't have enough for the kids. But you still have, you really only need one. But anyway, so that's one of the napkins. The little rabbits, put that over here. The little rabbits is another one. So cute. These are adorable. And some parts of the United States, this is your winter. You don't get the cold. So it could still be a winter one, right? And then I just thought this deer was so cute. And this could be spring, it could be winter, it could be anything. So those are the main ones that you're going to be getting. So that is a total of 4. So theoretically, if you wanted to, you could put one in the front, the back, and the inside. You could use all 4 of them in your one journal if you chose to. All right. So keeping with kind of wintry, I think of the blues. I don't know why. I do. So you're gonna get a tag, and I had just a couple of those. So each one will get one of those to put in your journal. I had some nice handmade paper. It's on this thinner side. You actually can, they say, you can print on this, but I have kind of a temperamental printer, so I didn't want to try it. But those of you that print like on thick cardstock, you could easily, this is thinner than that thick cardstock. So anyways, you'll get 2 pieces of this handmade paper. I'm going to include, these will all, let me preface that these will all be different in every journal, in the sense that, in every kit, in the sense that these are all hand dyed papers, so they're going to vary in color. But you're going to get, at the very least, a grayish, a bluish tinge to it. I like the olive green. It reflects, I think, nice in the holly. So you get like an olive green one, and then some shade of a red to coordinate with the cardinal itself. Then I got these placemats that are embossed. There you go. They're embossed. I took a sample of one and just ran my ink over it so you could see the design that's on there. And what I've done is I've cut you what you will do, what I did for myself, but you will do for yourself. You can cut these in half, and then after you cut them in half, you fold them, and it creates this page. All right. And it fits really nice into the journal. So you're going to get 10 of these. So you can see you get quite a few pages because you're going to be cutting them in half and folding them. So you'll get a nice good chunk of pages of these. And then I have some printouts of some cardinals. And when I think of winter, I also think of the owls. So you'll get a nice little variety of that. Here's a couple of blue jays. I have some little chunky monkey blue jays out there that come every day to come and eat. And here are some of the owls that will be in there. And then here are some um, tags that we can use. And some postcards. And then I'm going to put in there also, um, I did some eco printing, and some of them were on the grayer side and some on the bluer side. They were indigo mixed with different things. So you're going to get it, one of each of those, um, the smokier one and the bluer one, to put into the journal. So I think so. This will be kind of fun to put together. Like I said, a couple years ago, we put one. It was more of an Asian theme, and it was a lot of fun. And I think this one will be just as fun because you'll have a lot of choices to choose from to, whoops, to make your journal. It comes with that also. Let me put that on there and give it a little bit of a lift. So whatever napkin you choose, you can go in different directions, or like I said, you can incorporate all the napkins into the one journal, and it would be pretty cool. So I hope, we can start off the new year with a little winter journal. I have some exciting ideas for the coming months, and I'll share those with you soon. But this one is sort of like a replay and a special request. And so I thought, let's just start off the new year with that. All right, they'll be in the shop.